Hey there, Sharon Hornell from here. Welcome to day 129 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. Had to hop off. I usually record on Facebook Live, but 3 times it just kept scrolling and scrolling. They must be messing with Facebook Live again. So I just hopped on my phone camera, and I'll record this for you today. Today we're talking about doing this one thing to supersize and scale and grow your business. And we'll talk about that. I'll tell you that one thing and what it is after we talk about the SOAP framework. Why? Because we're on step 2 of the SOAP process. This is a process we came up with during the pandemic to keep us moving forward. I don't know about you, but in my life, I was faced daily with challenges, some of which I had never even considered before. My most dire one, to be honest, was I didn't know how I was going to take care of my nails and get my nails done, because I usually go to the salon every 2-3 weeks and get my nails done. Kind of my fun little reward for living my life. And I ended up having to take a dog nail grinder and grind my nails off because COVID went so long, right? I had to go a year without getting my nails done. It was terrible. Big problems, right? Third world problems for sure, or first world problems for sure. Well, today we're talking about the SOAP framework because that's where this came from. And I've taught it for, since 2020 now. So this is the 6th year I've been teaching it and sharing it with people. Why? Because it's one of those tools that's super flexible and extremely powerful. And once we learn it and we install it in our subconscious, it's just another tool in our toolbox for living our life in a way that is easier and more flowing for us. I don't know about you, but I tend to live in chaos. And I need to find tools and things to simplify the world around me and the world within me in order to create the life that I actually really, really want. So step 2 of our SOAP process, our SOAP framework, is O, and O stands for options. What are the options possible? How am I going to go about filling the gap between where I am and where I want to be with respect to this area of mental health or well-being that I've selected? I usually select being a better listener, but that's not what I chose this time. I haven't shared what I chose this time yet, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow as we take action on it. Did you do your story yesterday, your current story and your desired story? Because we need to do that before we can brainstorm ways to fill the gap between where we are and where we want to be. I like to use the 10-3-1 tool. Again, here's another tool that I actually started using after coming up with the SOAP framework during the pandemic to keep me moving forward. We always create things for ourselves, and when they work, if we're smart, we share them with other people to make the world a better place. So the brainstorm 10-3-1 tool is we just brainstorm a minimum of 10 options and we write them down. I already have my little carry around sheet ready thanks to my middle granddaughter. She likes to do art for me. She was doing her work. I guess I work too much and I'm setting a bad example for the girls. But I'm in the middle of a big project and a big launch, which is next Friday. So mental health, brainstorm all the different possible ways or that you can come up with at least 10. Do a minimum of 10 to go from where you are to where you want to be with respect to that area of mental health. Guess what? We always know exactly what to do. We just don't give ourselves permission to write down and actually listen to ourselves and choose the thing that we know is right for us to do. So I will do my 10 today. I challenge you to do your 10 too. And then let's hop into today's topic. Today's mental health and well-being topic is reading. I'm sure you've heard the expression readers are leaders, and it's absolutely, at least in my experience, been 100% true. You don't have to read to be a leader, but the leaders that I know that read and continue to grow and improve and learn are the best leaders. Why? Because they're demonstrating for other people that they don't know it all. We all come in here with an empty slate, right? I don't know anybody that's born a leader, although people love to say, well, they're a born athlete, a born artist, a born leader. And I used to get really bothered by that because I'm like, well, where's my gift? Why don't I know instantly or as a child exactly what I'm here to do? It took me a long time and a journey and a death experience to actually figure out what it was. And I don't want anybody else to have to go through that. So if you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know what you're here for, borrow this. I honestly and firmly believe every single human being is here to become the best possible version of themselves. How easy and powerful and fun is that? It means you're just continually improving, living your life and having your journey and being the best possible version that you can be, but always improving and always growing and always being more yourself, not more anybody else, not more copying anybody else, not more or comparing yourself to other people in a judgmental way, but just comparing yourself to yourself. Guess what? When you compare yourself to your previous self, you always win. And so does everyone else, because you're demonstrating for them what's possible. So readers are leaders. How many books did you read last year? I challenge you, don't share it with us. You don't have to, because the truth is the vast majority of people read 4 books a year. The average person reads 4 books a year. Now I'm going to contend that 80% of the population reads 0 books a year. And it doesn't have to just be books, right? Maybe you're reading articles or information online. Nowadays, we are so inundated with information. I think one of our biggest challenges is picking which thing to pay attention to or actually read. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. Our challenge today is to read 20 minutes today. Find 20 minutes in your day, wherever it fits for you, and actually read something. You can read anything. I'm not going to say read something that benefits your business and you, but even if you just take 20 minutes out to read a novel or a mystery or a romance, whatever you're called to read, pick a book. Just go to your bookshelf and randomly pick one off. Chances are you haven't read it. How do I know this? Because I'm the same way, and I am an avid reader. I bet I read 100 books last year, maybe more. I lost count because I have a friend who is the queen of reading, and she teaches strategic reading, and she's taught me how to consume books so quickly. It's like speed reading on steroids. But I get all of the things I really went to the book to get out of the book, if that makes sense. I might have her do a training on our Supersize Your Business school community. I think that would be really valuable for people. And it would be good for her and get her more exposure. She does some incredible workshops and trainings. Abel Beckford is her name, in case you're wondering. So what are we going to do today? We are going to read for 20 minutes and then just put done in the comments below if you choose to comment. If you don't, that's fine too, right? Just hold yourself accountable. Promise to yourself that you're going to do this. You don't have to promise to me or anybody else in the universe, just to you that you'll do it. In our businesses, I would also challenge you to think about encouraging and demonstrating for other people that you are a reader. Heck, put a book on the edge of your desk or on your desk, the side of your desk, and let people just see it and ask about it. Because you setting the example is one of the fastest, easiest ways to create cultural change in your organization. Now that works for good examples and bad examples, right? If you're going to set a bad example, don't do that in your business. That is my advice. You could create a company library of resources and tools that you know would enhance and help the people in your organization, where they could just borrow the book and they don't have to go buy the book. I think that's one of, I think it's a really fun benefit for people. I used to keep all my books in my office, and if anybody ever wanted to borrow a book or read it, that was just an automatic thing that I did, because I want everybody in my organization to be up-leveling and continuously improving, right? Because then they're a more valuable resource to the organization. And if they outgrow us and move on, I love that. That's one of my favorite things that happens. I know most people, that's just the opposite, but I always get excited when somebody goes on to do something bigger and better than what they were doing in my organizations. Literally, hundreds and hundreds of people have done that. Why? Because I think business success is probably 80% personal development and 20% the actual business and strategy and systems and processes and procedures and running the business. 80% of it is a mindset, a mind game, believing that we can actually do it and we can improve it and we can create what we want. I'm getting off topic. All right, so I'm going to read this book for 20 minutes a day. I already committed to it during the Supersize You annual challenge because I have it on audio and I have listened to it. I've done a training on it, but I've never actually taken the book and read through the whole thing. So I'm going to do that. It's a book I've been meaning to read. All right, if I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. If you have any questions about this, if you want Abel Beckford's contact information, ask me that too. I'd love to refer her some awesome people that want to make reading one of their superpowers. That's it. Go out, make it an amazing day, and I will, of course, try to get back on Facebook and do my 3rd video, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, school community. This is day 129 of our challenge. If you want to go back and start with day one, and you can start anywhere. I do it in different orders every year, but if you want access from the beginning of the year all in one place, I put it on my school community, on the school platform. And I would be glad to offer you free access to that, but you just have to put Supersize in the comments below and let me know that you want to do that. Excuse me. Right now, I'm charging $497 for that. But if you ask, guess what? Ask. How many times do I say ask? I will grandfather you in and give it to you and just open it up for you. And you can go back to January 1st because that's when I started it. All right. Any questions? Let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.